Think organic pesticides are harmless? Think again. Many gardeners believe that anything labeled organic is safe for them and the environment. But the truth is, these products can be just as harmful as their synthetic counterparts. Just because something is derived from nature doesn't automatically make it safe. Many naturally occurring substances can be toxic to humans, animals, and the environment. This guide will delve into the often misunderstood world of organic pesticides. We'll separate fact from fiction and give you the honest truth about their potential dangers. By the end, you'll be equipped to protect your garden and your family without relying on misleading labels. Let's get started. Today we're going to talk about something close to every gardener's heart: keeping our plants healthy and thriving. Whether you're a seasoned gardener or just starting out, the desire to nurture a lush, vibrant garden is universal. But as we dig into the soil and watch our plants grow, it's important to remember that the choices we make in our gardens can have a big impact, not just on our own little patch of earth, but on the wider environment as well. We all want a beautiful and productive garden, but achieving that shouldn't come at the cost of our well-being or the environment's. The food we grow and the flowers we nurture can bring joy, nourishment, and even a sense of community. But sometimes, in our quest for the perfect garden, we're tempted by products and solutions that promise quick results, often without fully understanding their effects. One of the biggest misconceptions out there is that organic always means safe, especially when it comes to pest control. Many gardeners reach for organic pesticides thinking they're making the healthiest choice for their families and the planet. But the truth is, not all organic solutions are harmless, and some can still pose risks to beneficial insects, pets, and even ourselves if not used properly. In this chapter, we'll debunk the myth that organic always equals safe. We'll take a closer look at what organic pesticides really are, how they differ from conventional ones, and why it's important to read labels and understand what you're applying to your garden. We'll also compare the pros and cons of both types, so you can make the best choice for your unique gardening needs. We'll explore what organic pesticides are made from, how they work to control pests, and the potential risks they pose, not just to the pests, but to pollinators, soil health, and even the people who enjoy your garden. Understanding these factors can help you avoid unintended consequences and keep your garden ecosystem in balance. Our goal is to equip you with the knowledge and confidence to make informed decisions about your garden. We'll share practical tips for reading product labels, researching ingredients, and considering alternative pest management strategies that are both effective and gentle on the environment. By learning more, you'll be empowered to choose what's truly best for your plants, your family, and the planet. So, let's cultivate a greener thumb together, one that's not only effective, but also responsible and mindful of the world around us. With the right knowledge and a little curiosity, we can all become better stewards of our gardens and the earth. Let's get started. Organic pesticides, unlike synthetic ones, are derived from natural sources like plants, minerals, or bacteria. They're often perceived as gentler and more environmentally friendly alternatives to conventional pesticides. While it's true that some organic options break down faster in the environment, reducing long-term soil contamination, that doesn't mean they're entirely benign. Many organic pesticides still rely on potent chemicals to target and eliminate pests. These chemicals, though naturally occurring, can be harmful to beneficial insects, soil microorganisms, and even humans and pets. It's crucial to remember that natural doesn't always equate to safe. When we think of organic pesticides, it's easy to assume they're always safe and gentle, simply because they're derived from natural sources. But the reality is a bit more complicated. Let's take a closer look at some common chemicals found in organic pesticides and explore why natural doesn't always mean harmless. Many of these substances are powerful tools in the fight against pests, but they can also have unintended consequences for the environment and even for our health. One well-known example is pyrethrin, a compound extracted from the beautiful chrysanthemum flower. For centuries, people have relied on pyrethrins to control a wide variety of insect pests in gardens and on farms. The process of extracting pyrethrin from these flowers is fascinating, and the resulting chemical is highly effective at paralyzing and killing insects. However, while pyrethrins are celebrated for their effectiveness, they come with a significant downside. These chemicals are extremely toxic to beneficial insects like bees, which are crucial for pollination and the health of our ecosystems. Even small amounts can be deadly to bees, and pyrethrins can also wash into waterways, where they pose a serious threat to fish and other aquatic life. So, while they help protect crops, they can also disrupt the delicate balance of nature. Another example is rotenone, a substance derived from the roots of certain tropical plants. Traditionally used by indigenous peoples for fishing, rotenone has found its way into organic farming as a potent insecticide. Its natural origins might make it seem harmless, but rotenone is actually highly toxic to both insects and fish, and its use has raised concerns among scientists and health professionals. In fact, research has linked exposure to rotenone with an increased risk of developing Parkinson's disease in humans. This connection has led to restrictions and even bans on its use in some countries. The story of rotenone is a reminder that just because a pesticide is natural, it doesn't mean it's automatically safe for people or the environment. Even seemingly innocuous substances like copper sulfate, which is often used in organic farming to control fungal diseases, can have negative effects. Over time, copper sulfate can build up in the soil, harming beneficial organisms such as earthworms that are essential for healthy soil structure and fertility. This accumulation can also affect soil microbes and disrupt the natural processes that keep soil ecosystems thriving. The key takeaway is that organic pesticides, while derived from natural sources, still pack a punch and should be used with caution. It's important for gardeners and farmers to understand the risks and benefits of these substances and to use them responsibly. By being mindful of how and when we apply organic pesticides, we can help protect not only our crops, but also the broader environment and our own health. One of the biggest concerns with organic pesticides is, honestly, their potential impact on beneficial insects. These tiny creatures play a vital role in pollination and natural pest control. For instance, ladybugs are voracious predators of aphids, keeping their populations in check naturally. However, broad-spectrum organic pesticides, like those containing pyrethrins, don't discriminate between pests and beneficial insects. This kind of indiscriminate killing can disrupt the natural balance of your garden's ecosystem, leading to a resurgence of pests in the long run. So, it's essential to choose targeted organic pesticides whenever possible, and avoid spraying them on flowering plants to minimize harm to pollinators. Now, let's address the elephant in the room, the potential risks of organic pesticides to humans and pets. Many people assume that because something is labeled organic, it's automatically safe for everyone. But the reality is a bit more complicated. Even natural substances can have unintended consequences, especially when used in spaces where families and animals spend a lot of time. Your backyard, which might seem like a safe haven, can actually harbor hidden dangers if you're not careful about what you're applying to your plants. While they're generally considered less toxic than synthetic pesticides, organic options can still pose health hazards, especially to children and pets, who are, more susceptible to chemical exposure. Kids love to explore, often putting their hands in their mouths after playing in the dirt. And pets might lick their paws or chew on plants. Even small amounts of certain organic pesticides can cause problems if ingested or absorbed through the skin. It's important to remember that less toxic doesn't mean non-toxic, and the effects can be more pronounced in those who are smaller or have developing immune systems. For example, neem oil, which is a pretty popular organic insecticide, can cause skin irritation and allergies in some individuals. If you or your child has sensitive skin, even brief contact with treated plants or soil can lead to redness, itching, or a rash. Some people may not realize they're allergic until they have a reaction, so it's always wise to test a small area first or use extra caution. And it's not just neem oil. Other organic pesticides, like pyrethrin or insecticidal soaps, can also cause similar issues if not handled properly. Inhaling the spray mist of certain organic pesticides can also trigger respiratory problems, particularly in folks with asthma. Even if you don't have a diagnosed respiratory condition, breathing in fine particles from sprays can irritate your lungs and throat. This is especially true on windy days, when the mist can travel further than you expect. Children, the elderly, and anyone with allergies or breathing issues should be kept away from recently treated areas until it's safe to return. It's crucial to always wear protective gear, including gloves, masks, and long sleeves, whenever you're handling any type of pesticide, organic or synthetic. Taking these precautions helps minimize direct contact with potentially harmful substances. if you have kids or pets, make sure they stay away from treated areas for the recommended time. By staying cautious, you can enjoy a beautiful, thriving garden without putting your loved ones at risk. Navigating the world of organic pesticides can feel like deciphering a foreign language. Labels like eco-friendly, natural, and non-toxic are often splashed across packaging, creating an illusion of safety. However, these terms are often loosely regulated and honestly can be pretty misleading. Just because a product is labeled organic doesn't mean it's entirely safe or even effective. Don't fall prey to greenwashing tactics. Always read the label carefully, paying attention to the active ingredients and their potential hazards. And, it's a good idea to research unfamiliar ingredients online or consult with your local garden center for safer alternatives. The good news is that there are plenty of safe and effective ways to control pests without relying on pesticides, organic or synthetic. One of the best ways to minimize pest problems is to create a healthy and biodiverse garden. Encourage natural predators like ladybugs, lacewings, and birds by providing them with habitats, such as insect hotels and bird feeders. Companion planting, which involves strategically planting different species together to deter pests, is another excellent strategy. For instance, planting marigolds alongside tomatoes can help repel whiteflies and nematodes. Remember, a healthy garden is a naturally pest-resistant garden. As gardeners, we have a responsibility to care for our plants and the environment. By understanding the complexities of organic pesticides, we can make informed choices that protect our well-being and the delicate balance of nature. Remember, organic doesn't always equal safe, and there are plenty of genuinely natural and effective ways to keep your garden thriving. Let's move beyond the myths and embrace a more holistic approach to gardening, one that prioritizes the health of our plants, our planet, and ourselves. Happy gardening!